guys, I am back. I have taken a little hiatus. I haven't filmed a video in my salon for a few weeks now, and it feels so crazy because my last video was the ISSE show and I've just been like so out of it. So I'm excited to be back here with you guys filming. I am introducing a new series to my channel and I'm super excited about it. It's called the Beauty School series, and it's basically going to be everything that I feel like beauty school failed us in. And this is not to say that there are no good beauty schools out there. I loved the school I went to. It's just that in beauty school you only learn this much, where in the real world you learn this much. And that's only because you're doing it, you know, it's experience, it's hands-on, it's real life. And I just feel like a lot of students in school right now, or even girls who are freshly graduated, even people who have been doing hair 10 plus years, we all have something we feel like we could work on, and we all have something that we wish that we would have learned more of or better. So that being said, this is going to be the first video in my beauty school series. Okay, lesson number 1 in my beauty school series, knowing your worth. We're in the beauty industry, so our job is making people feel beautiful. That is such an amazing job to have, and when you have a client that's happy, it makes your whole day. But on the flip side, you are going to have clients who are unhappy and who didn't like what you did, who hated their hair, whether it was your fault or it was a fluke, it just happens. So that was a big lesson that I had to learn when I was first starting out. I felt like in beauty school, I was like, oh, I got this, because my teachers were kind of telling me what to do most of the time. They kind of just give you a formula, you apply it, it's good. And if the client didn't like it, your teacher kind of took care of it for you. But in the real world, you don't have an instructor in the back room to help you, it's all you. And it can be really intimidating and really scary. And I just want to let you guys know that that first year you're out on your own, you are going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. You're going to have a client or even multiple clients who don't like their hair. It's all in the way you handle it. And I've learned that as a salon owner. I am now responsible for not only my clients, but like every single client that comes into my salon, which means 14 plus stylists and their clients I'm now responsible for. And even if you feel like the client you didn't mess up, it was great, they should have loved their hair, the client is always ready. So even if you don't see the problem, you have to act like you did, and it's all in the way you handle it. Because if you tweak that color, if you fix it and you make the client feel better, you will have a client for life. So that's my number 1 rule, is always make sure that the client is right even if they're not. And number 2 is don't let those bad experiences get you down. Don't let it affect your confidence. Don't let it ruin you. It is really hard if a client's rude to you, or if they tell you you suck, or if they go elsewhere. That's going to hurt your feelings just because we're all human. But you have to make sure that you take that as a learning lesson. What could I have done differently? You know, what could I have done to make that client happy? And just take that experience and roll with it and use it to the next client. So that's the other one, is just make sure that you always have your confidence, even if it's a bad day. There may be a day where you mess up on every single client. It just happens. As long as you learn from it, then it's never a failure. So those are my 2 things. I really feel like in this industry, you have to fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel like you know what you're doing, just act like you do. Be confident, be happy. Your clients will come back to you if you gravitate happiness and positivity. You just want to radiate those things, and that client will feel comfortable in your chair, and in turn they'll trust you with what you do to their hair. Okay, and now you don't just have to take my word for it. I brought in a special guest. Hi! This is one of my main stylists. Her name is Sarah, Hair on Main on Instagram, and she is an amazing success story. So she started hair school 8 or 9 years ago? Yeah. Was it? And she never finished. So she went to school, finished her hours, never took the test, didn't do hair. And I started doing her hair about 4 years ago, and towards the end of us, you know, like doing her hair just about a year ago, she was like, you know what, I really want to go finish my hours, get my license, I want to assist you and I want to work. And I was like, sweet. And that was around the time I was opening my salon, so it was perfect timing. So she assisted me for about 3 months hands-on, and then she ended up taking her own clients, and now it's been almost a year of her doing her own clients. She's fully booked, she's so successful, and I just wanted to bring her in because she is someone who is great and makes her clients feel important, even in the mistakes and even in the bad times. Even if she's messed up or if the client didn't like their hair, she always takes that as like a positive experience. So I just wanted her to tell you a little bit about that so you guys can be inspired by her.
So I am, first to admit, I am still learning. I've only been out of school, like she said, a year. So I am constantly asking questions, constantly making mistakes, but I'm learning from each mistake. And I try not to get too hard on myself and be too down, because I just know that I'm still learning. I mean, we all have things to learn. But I did have this cute client. She was darling, and I thought, oh my gosh, after she left, I was like, I don't know if that was my best work that I've ever done. I wasn't necessarily proud of it. And it was so funny because a few hours later, I get this amazing text from her, and it made me cry. she was just saying how it's taken a long time for her to feel finally beautiful about herself. She had struggled and got surgery, so she was missing a lot of hair on one side, so I put some extensions in. I just wanted to do anything I could just to make her feel a little bit better. And even though I may have not loved it for a minute because I just thought, hey, what could I have done better? She sent me this sweet text, and I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not necessarily what I think, it's kind of what she thinks too, because she's the one who's looking in the mirror every day. She's the one who has to live with it every day, and that's how I have to look at it with every client. Even if it may not be my favorite, it may be something that they absolutely love and they adore, and that's exactly what they wanted. And so I've just learned to, you know, a happy client is a happy me. That's what I want, nothing less for each of my clients. I want them to feel walking out like Beyonce. That's why I always joke.
What's our motto? Come in looking like Jay-Z, leave looking like Beyonce.
Exactly. And so I just have to learn that everything is just a learning experience. Each client, each person, it's always just, we're learning. We're human.
Yeah, I love that. And the other thing is, you do get to a point in your career where you start to feel more confident, and it's amazing. But just remember, there is a fine line from confidence and cocky. You want to make sure that even when you get to the point where you know what you're doing, you're confident in your work, you're always willing to learn. And that's what I love about Sarah. Even though she's only a year out of school, she is pretty confident in what she does, but she admits, I'm always wanting to learn. I want to assist. I want to go to classes. Even if you've been doing hair 20 plus years, there's always room to grow. So just remember that. Thank you guys so much for watching this little segment. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something. I just wanted to kick off this first video in the series with a little self-love, a little self-confidence, rock what you got. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to be doing one video a week in this series. I already have a few ideas, kind of things like how to avoid tiger stripes, how to cut an A-line bob, what foils are the best to use, just very basic things. So yeah, if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see coming up in this series. I will be doing one video a week, like I said. I'm really, really excited. I want to help you guys learn. This is for beauty school students, new girls out of school, girls who have been doing this forever. I just want to do things that I feel like I struggled with when I first started out, and I just thought this would be a really fun series. So give me ideas in the comments below, and I will make sure to do every single one of them. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good day.